All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, where this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to preach these word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And today, just basically getting on or read from the brother on Dawah video earlier, man. The brother said he was pumping gas, and in the midst that he was pumping gas, the gas raised up 10 cents, man. And that 10 cent, people might think, that's just a dime. But hey, for the past 3 or 4 months, those dimes and nickels have been adding up, man. Because again, 8 months ago, gas was, $2 and something, damn near $3 and, 15. But now gas is damn near $5 now, man. And it's really just the weakening of the petrodollar, man. As you can see, matter of fact, let me get this article first. Because I'm going to get the picture. I seen the picture somewhere. But here go an article from moneynews.com. This article came out in 2008. It says, why gas prices rise as the dollar falls. It says a weaker dollar makes oil cheaper to foreigners, but more expensive to Americans. Why, man? Because the dollar is random with the petrodollar, the petro oil, man. You go back into the 1970s when Richard Nixon did away with the gold standard. So instead of the dollar being backed up by something that's hardcore, something that has true value, it's backed up by oil, man. But let's say if you print so much money off, in other nations, they start hoarding up their oil. Guess what, man? The dollar is going to weaken, man. And that's what we're in the process of right now, the weakening of the U.S. dollar, man. That's why you think, things get high out here. Things are not getting high. No, inflation is just raising up. Let's go on. Let's get this on real quick. The consumer price index increased 8.5%. from the year ended March 2022, following the rise of 7.9% from February 2021 to February 2022. So inflation is just hitting, it's increasing, man. Each year and each day that goes by, things are getting more and more expensive, man. And it's not getting more expensive because the quality of things are getting higher. No, it's the quality of the dollar is getting weaker, man. And these other currencies that these other nations have is backed up by something, man. The yuan, I think, is backed up by gold. It's a Russian currency that's backed up by gold. Now they have Bitcoin, these different what is called cryptocurrencies. All that is leading to the fall of the dollar, because one Bitcoin is worth on so many thousands of American dollars, man. Let's go ahead and jump back to this picture real quick. You can see right here, one thing that add on to the weakening of the dollar, it says ye owe debt. These devils are trillions in dollars of debt in debt, man. And you don't think that these other nations going to want their money back? And as you can see in the background, is currencies backed up by gold and silver that's waiting to invade this place, man. And it's a funny picture, man. Through the spirit. And then also the funny thing, it says, bad news, sire, you ain't worth jack. In the U.S. dollar have never been worth jack, man. The gold and silver standard is thrown out the window, man. So basically, what these devils have given unto you is a whole bunch of IOU notes, man. So the king dollar is falling, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shema. Shall break it down, this kingdom. Let's get a precept real quick in Isaiah. Because a part of the languishing of this kingdom is the languishing of his money, man. This on Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The holy people of the earth do languisheth. When you go into the word languisheth, it means to grow weak, to grow feeble, to droop, man. And as you can see, this dollar is literally drooping, man. Continuing on, it says, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, broken the ordinances. It's like transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Because again, these devils, instead of you using something, that's hardcore silver. Because again, they did away with the gold standard back in the 1930s, and they did away with the silver standard back in the 1970s, and now it's the oil standard, the petrodollar, man. Which makes the dollar less valuable, man. It was a picture I seen of a lady back in the 50s, when the US, they was kicking, they was pumped. Hey, oil was, gas was, 48 cents, man. But that's done out the way with, that's thrown out the window. Why? Because as the years came and the things happened, the dollar have gotten more and more weaker, man. And it's actually the representation of of America, man. Like how Joe Biden represents America, the US dollar represents America, man. Because again, the US dollar don't have the same kick to it that it had 3 years ago, man. The British pound is more worth it, man. The yuan, people going to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, other different types of currencies, man, which that's going to lead to the MOTB, man. Because again, these devils are going to try to do away with this, carnal, the fleshly monetary system, and they're going to try to change it to a digital monetary system, man. Because ultimately now you're getting paid just a whole bunch of ones and zeros now, man. You get direct deposit. You don't get paid at the end. And that's crazy too, man. You don't get paid at the end of the day. You don't get paid, when the job is done. Then you get paid with direct deposits weekly or every 2 weeks or however, these devils got it working. But at the same time, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Rashad, guess what? The Lord, he's bringing this dollar down to show you biblical prophecy. Let's go right here. This is the book of Zephaniah 1. Jump it down to the 10. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Now, what is this talking about? That's talking about the stock market crashing, man. Because Wall Street, you go back into the 1930s when Wall Street, once the stock market crashed, for lack of better words, people went crazy. They went bozos. A lot of people started killing themselves and things like that because they seen that it was done away with. And what happened after that? The Great Depression, man. A lot of suffering happened after that, man. A lot of starvation, a lot of rationing of foods. And through that, the government had more control over people's minds, man. Because now instead of you going out and buying a steak, or you going out and buying a fish, or going to Walmart, because Jake can't fish, Jake can't catch their own food. Instead of you doing that, now you depending on the government to give you your rations now, man. That's how these devils are trying to get complete control, because they doing this thing on purpose so they can come into this digital system, man. So they can come into the cryptocurrencies, man. Verse 11, it says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh. When you go into the word Maktesh, it basically was a city of markets, man. And Maktesh today is a big hole. And that hole actually represents debt. I got a hole in my pocket, That means you in debt, man. And that's what America is. America is over, I think like $300 trillion in debt. And you don't think and a lot of that debt is belonging to China. You don't think that they want their money back? You don't think they're gonna come and collect? Let's continue on. It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. Who is the merchant people? These different stockbrokers, man. Continuing on. All they that bear silver are cut off. Yes, man, because ultimately at the end of the day, the Lord, he's breaking down his kingdom. He's breaking down his monetary funds. And even though these devils, they think they're going to break down and come back with the digital currency, it's still going to fail, man. All the currencies of Esau is nothing but IOU notes, man. It's not like these devils, you go to the bank, you say, yeah, let me get an ounce of gold. These devils are not going to give you the only best thing they're going to give you is that gold dollar. I remember they came out about 2008, that little gold dollar that people used to have, That's the best thing they're gonna give you that's even close to gold. But you can't go into a bank or go into Wells Fargo, and have $100 and say, yeah, let me get $100 worth of gold. You can't, man. And these devils don't even want you to know about the real properties of gold and silver, man. Because one silver coin, 1 ounce of silver is worth what? Like $21, man. And 1 ounce of gold is worth damn near $2,000, man. So why isn't the U.S. dollar backed up behind that? Why is backed up behind the petrodollar, man? It's a lot of questions that should be asked here, man. But at the same time, we know why these devils, they're trying to push forth this mischievous device. They're trying to push forth this wicked plan, but it's not going to work, man. And by this weak dollar, all these nations, hey, they moving away from it, man. Russia, they went to a new currency. China, they're going to a new currency. It's going to get to a point when Britain and France and the allies of America is going to turn their back on the U.S. dollar, man. So yeah, I can do just a quick little video. It wasn't meant to be long, but again, inflation is happening, the dollar is weakening, and Yahweh Shai is coming, man. I'm gonna say, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, Shalom DTA, and the Bible.